Hello, everybody on YouTube. I am Rukaze Fanfiction here, and I'm here to tell you this story. Hang on a minute. I just lagged. So, yeah, this story is about me and my OC, basically my character, being adopted by Zeus's grandpa, the same age as Belle, but we're not. We don't look, or my character doesn't look the same as Belle. But this is also going to be before uh, Hestia is in play. So I have a lot of hair, guys. I am so sorry. But yeah, my character and Belle will be joining Hestia's Familia after they find out that their grandpa has died, and my character does have this knowledge, but he will not tell anybody about the knowledge in the first season. Because I think I'm going to do something in the second season. I don't know. I'm not very well matched for the second season, so I'm thinking about going to use another universe for my character to transport to, so that way I could, continue on with the story. He's just going to help Bell out, get stronger a lot quicker and let him, train Bell, get stronger and stuff like that. Uh, so that way Bell can do his own thing while my character is in the Hestia Familia. Won't need the blessing, but he'll be in hang on, guys. There we go. That's weird. My mouse is not moving. Why isn't my mouse moving? What is going on? Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties right now for some reason. Oh, shoot. Well, I guess I got rid of my technical difficulties for now. Okay. All right. So, I should probably just put the whole anime verse in here, so I am sorry about that, but I want to get to the Danmachi world first. And when he feels right, Bell's in a good place, he will disappear from the first part and say he will eventually explain this to Hestia that he will not be here for very long, and he will keep his powers. Don't get me wrong; he'll keep all all the powers he gains from this place and more. Don't get me wrong; there will be a lot more um, things to do. So uh, let's get to it. And by the way, this is an easy kite type of thing. So let's go. I was walking my girlfriend home in Japan. I had a nice girlfriend from in Japan. We worked together for a company that's trying to build nano machines, but it's my own company. So my wife and I, or my girlfriend and I, are trying to make people survive longer with nano machines and with their lost body parts, but slowly regenerate back to their normal side or whatever. They'll just have to get used to it and whatnot, blah, blah, blah. So the leader of USA decided that to have me come back to US America because that's where I got my degrees and everything. But when I moved to Japan, they were said, you can't move, you can't do this, you can't do that, you stay right here, right where you're needed, blah, blah, blah. So they sent an assassin team to cut my head off and give it to them so they could study my brain and see how I can change the world. Little did they know, my brain is already hooked up to the main computer of my station. Uh, as the failsafe if my head does get chopped off, my brain is to order to be shut down, and that's what they did. They didn't kill my girl though. She's the only one that knew about this project in my head So when they chopped my head off, my brain exploded. Not literally exploded, but too much neurons for them to keep alive, and then they just flatline and it just all over the place. There was blood everywhere coming off my head. And they were like, "No, our valuable resource. What the hell happened?" They were trying. They when they got to the Americas, it was too late to save the brain. But little did they know the brain was somewhere else. But my soul was transported to a place where I have never been before. It was so beautiful. But my universe was still surviving, and I was still getting something called good karma from it. But I didn't say anything. I'm like, okay. As I was having it, I had an exemptionally a lot of good karma for being so sorry. My hair is so thick. I'm trying to get it out of my eyes. So that way anyways, back to the story. So as I was looking around, I hear somebody says, "Isn't this beauty, my child?" I turn around and oh my gosh, it's the God, the Almighty One, the Supreme God of all the gods. I'm like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to disrespect you, my lady. Yes, it was a female. The Supreme Deity was indeed a female. She giggled and says, "Rise, my son." It was as then that I realized that I was in a unique situation that only fanfic writers and novels and stuff like that have in common. I'm like, yes, it works. But can I see what's going on in the human world? She says, you don't want to. Your good karma has been boosted so much that the government can't do anything to you. I'm like, yes. And my wife, I just want to know how she's doing. She's doing well. She finished your guys' project and stuff, and had an heir to the throne. He was exactly like you, a very smart person. Didn't bend to the rules of the government and made it fail safe as well. Your lineage lives on in a computer, but your souls are here. Well, your soul at least. His soul will come later. Anyways, you're going to a world of Danmachi before Bello goes to his grandfather, or after his grandfather's death goes to Orono or Oreo. I can't pronounce it right now. I'm so sorry. Um, and I don't have text to talk either to help me out. So I'm just going to call it the Dungeon Village, whatever, Dungeon Town, whatever. Anyways, so I'm like, I'm going to Machi. She says, exactly. But she said, when you get done with your first season there, you're going to go to a different anime. But the powers you get there will be coming back with you. So you get to have some wishes and cheats along the way. You may state them when you are ready. I'm like, okay. Put me on the spot then, huh? Okay. How many do I get? Well, seeming as you get infinite karma now because of your good deeds and stuff, you will get a death gift after every time or is it like every birthday I get a new gift? That's right. Cool. All right then. Um, First wish. Since I am going to Damachi's world first, I don't want to be. Um, I gotta be with Belle, so I want to go with. Put me on a make me a baby and put me on a doorstep of his house or his grandpa's house, and I would like to have that as my first wish and be Belle's adopted brother. So that way we both can train and get stronger, and he has more motivation than he did in the anime, right? And the light novels and manga. So that way he can unlock Leo's phrase a little bit early when he goes to Hestia, when he's determined not to lose anything that he holds dear, like me. I can do that. What's your second wish? My second wish is to have hmm, a lot of luck. Make it a double-edged sword, just not too double-edged, because I don't want to have to fend off a lot of creatures, and the idea escape and make me level up or that won't level me up ridiculously. But yeah, that's what I want. I want like infinite luck, but not so much bad luck. And the ID dungeons where I need to train for my other skills and stuff like that from where I want to do a system. So is that your next wish? Kind of. Yeah, I guess my next wish would be a system type thing. So that way I could keep track of my status and stuff before I go to before after, when Hestia learns how strong I get with everything. And my third wish is to have a couple skills that are like really RS phrase, not just for my basic stats, but for development stats too, to level up a little faster. Uh, let's see here. Double. Let's see here. One of them called Zinkai Boost that Saiyans have, but I want it to be a genetic trait that since I'm not a Saiyan, I want to be a human with Zinkai Boost. Every time I get knocked down or knocked out of combat and I get a day's rest, my Zengai boost doubles my stats and can break the literal stat limit of S rank if you could do that. And she's like, that's wish number 3. What's number 4? Number 4, a limited bag of senzu beans. 5. Damn, this is going to take a while. A fighting style. A unique one related to me. I want to call the dragon of Sage Fist, but it'll be called Dragonfish, and then once I go to the Naruto world, it'll be a Dragon Sage Fist. Okay, and your last wish. Ooh, since I don't have a weapon, and I can just buy one with the system. Hmm. So that way Hestia doesn't have to worry about me getting a weapon. Hmm. And she said I get a gift on every birthday, so this is the last wish I'm getting. I gotta make it good. What kind of magic do I want? I mean, I could use that, but that would be too stupid. That would just be like using Dragon Slayer magic with, but without any repercussions. Oh man, this sucks. I want the Sharingan. I want it to be linked up to the manipulation of my mind, and I don't want it to go to the MS stage. I want it to go directly to EMS, so that way I don't lose my eyesight. And that's the 6 wishes that I want. How about one more? All right, fine. You made one more special for me. I want all 3 versions of a key from One Piece. There, is it done now? Yes, now you're done. I thought you would have wished that one a long time ago, but you didn't. So that's why I gave you an extra wish. All right, thank you. And I'll see you later. I hope to see you when I'm done with this mission. I hope so too. Don't die too soon. I won't, madam. Ma'am, Kami said. She giggled. Now you may go. And I was flicked in the forehead, falling down to the baby that's in this woman's arms. Or man, I don't know. I can't tell at the point as I landed inside the baby because his soul was very cold, and me and the baby's soul fused together, and we were left on the doorstep of a tiny village. And I know this is where Bell and his grandfather are at. And Bell's not even a year old yet, so me and him are same age. Wonder if today is his birthday or something because we were both born, probably born the same day. Just my mom had to take me here for some reason, or father or whatever. So after Zeus or Grandpa heard the knock, he opened the door, didn't see the person who brought me here, but he saw me crying because it was freaking cold outside and it was raining, and I didn't have my, babies don't have, very good heat warmers when they're young. So he brought me in, because he heard Belle crying too, because he could feel my anger about being rained on and crying and cold. So he put me next to Belle. And the funny thing is, when I was young, when younger days, I don't remember much about that. But in this time, I will, because I'm a grown ass man and my brain still has to develop. But that's besides the point. So when Bell looked at me with his curious red eyes into my shiny blue ones, I don't know what I look like, but when Zeus found me, he picked up a note and said, "Dear to whoever found my son, Rukaze, please take good care of him, as he is my only child, and I had to leave him somewhere secluded because I won't be here for much longer. He is very important to this world, and will leave when he's ready. Please take care of my baby boy, or Rukaze, uh, Lecky." And then after that, there was blood stain on the message, saying that there was blood coming from the person who wrote it very quickly. You're Rukaze Lecky, huh? Sucks to be you, kid, but hey, at least Belle has a friend to get along with. And little did we know, we were looking straight at each other. I was trying to figure out what he was thinking, what he was thinking about, and so I decided to go in my mindscape, or not mindscape, my system, and see if I could see what telepathy would get me. It it wasn't it was pretty expensive, but I bought it, uh, since I had some money in my pocket, enough money to buy the said skill. And was reading he was reading I was reading his mind. Like, who are you, kid? Why are you in the same bed as me? But his brain wasn't really developed, so it kind of come out. Who are you, kid? Why are you sleeping in the same bed as me? I started giggling in my head. It was very funny to listen to Baby Bell trying to talk. So I also got a notification that that after I bought the random skill with mind reading, but I guess that's a gift day present, whatever. As I was about to fall asleep, I heard ding. Host system has been granted. You host may call me whatever you want. Your name is Jarvis from Iron Man, to tribute Iron Man. As you good, sir. May I help you with your tutorial? Yes, please. You see, your stats are linked up to the Danmachi universe's stats. So what goes up with your stats must go up with your other stats as well. It will be like this throughout your whole journey in the multiverse, that you save random people and stuff like that. And don't forget, you have harem members too. You're gonna get a lot of girlfriends in this world, and they can be copied and brought to the originals can be brought with you, but the copies must stay and protect the world they were at. They looked and act just like the originals, but they're still copies. I'm like, that's kind of sad, but at the same time, I don't feel as bad as I thought I would for having a girl with me and not coming back. So that made me happier. Or system, yes, sir. Do I have anything in my inventory box? You do, sir. You have one starter pack, one gold box for naming me, and one wishing box. Would you like to open your wishes first? Yes, please. And put this into Bean's bag inside the inventory. And don't make me unlock my shining gun just yet. And what were the other ones? Oh, and have my skills that I asked for be put on here, and my development abilities, and like Haki conquers a key, and observation and armament in there as well. Hooked it, and so that way I don't have random books around me. And what was the next one? Since I am Bell's adopted brother, Haki, um, Shoningan, the Infinite Sense of Beings is already got those three covered. Five was the Zenkai boost and other boosts that go along with it would be transferred to my skill status as passive skills and a magic. What was the magic again? Not well. I also got mining, but the magic one. What was it? Oh shoot! I don't remember. It was shining on magic. No, shining on. Oh, it was luck. Double infinite luck, double-edged sword. Okay, I remember now, and make that as a development skill as well. But it will have question marks on it because it's unlimited, right? Right. So okay, you need to integrate that into my skills and stats and development points. With due respect, sir, that would probably hurt you a lot. But if when you don't have Falana, but it will be there in the system until you get Falana. So, but you won't need it when you get to other worlds. Are you okay with this, host? Yes, I am. System. So, you, I'm ready to start my adventure when I get old enough. Right now, I got to figure out a way to train my body to get stronger with Bell. I need a training program at the age of 5, so that way me and Bell can start training. So, Mr. Jarvis, put me on autopilot till I'm age 5 and make me act like how I usually act. Yes, sir. Waking up, host in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good morning, sir. I know you are out of 5-year routine of 5 years old, and you have four regular or four gifts from the gods or from the goddess of supreme god herself. But you also forgot to unlock the golden box from naming me. Would you like to do that, host? And the starter box. Oh yeah, I forgot about those two. Yes, please, Jarvis. I said in my head. I didn't say it out loud. So both packets were open. Host has gotten a lot of money from the gold box. It was about not like money from not veils but system points. It was probably around, since I have a lot of luck, it was really lucky to get this number. Um, Shoot, I really gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be right back, guys. Just hold on. I gotta do something real quick. Sorry about that, guys. My tummy was calling. Anyways, hang on, guys. Give me 1 second. All right. So, anyways, as I was saying, infinite luck. So now I open up the gold box to see how well my infinite luck is, and I got over like 100 um 1 million stat points because it's a gold box. You get more points for each box. Gold is next to, or third to last to plat, or third to last. Diamond being the last one. So gold is uh, somewhere between 1 million and 100,000. So I got the max number. And so me and Bell were now playing a game of tag, but with a sorry about the text message for having we were playing tag, but it was more like training tag. We were play training since we're kids, and and I opened up the starter pack next, and it was Bell's turn to do push-ups on the ground with me on his back. I was a little stronger than Bell, but Bell was trying to. We were training each other, trying to make it into the make Grandpa proud of us because Bella was nothing but a book reader, but now he's going to be a book reader and a badass at the same time, but he won't be as badass as me. So, anyways, um, I opened up the starter pack. I got me some pretty cool stuff there too. Really lucky shit. Thank God for my infinite luck, but it's gonna help me in the end of the in the dungeon or the instant dungeon, not the dungeon itself, because it's a double-edged sword, and I don't want it to be overly double-edged, but because that's just ridiculous. So I got like 50 50 gotcha tickets, or not gotcha. I got 50 system point, or 50,000 system points, which is a starter pack for everything. I also got some what was it? Some chakra material, and or not material, but chakra manuals that I integrated on the spot, so it wouldn't look like silly me reading while Bell's doing push-ups. I also integrated some key reading from Black Clover. I integrated that with my brain too. And what else is in the starter pack? There was one more thing. It's really hard to get if you ever had this much luck in your life. Oh yeah, I had a seal on my arm that was where a dragon would be sealed with chakra and magic. So that's where the magic comes from. I'm like, no way. I got a dragon sealed in me. I wonder what kind of dragon it is. Because I know there's a lot of dragons in fairy tale, but this one doesn't feel like a fairy tale dragon. So I opened up my wishes box after before. No, I opened my wishes box already. Anyway, so now we're getting to the nitty gritty. I haven't used the sword yet because I want to wait a little bit longer before I get my swords, or a sword that would be badass for me. But Having that 1 million system points though is going to go away real quick. It's not a gotcha or anything. It's going to be in the store when I get strong enough to wield it. So me and Bell are done doing our play training, you call it. And as I was walking, as me and Bell were walking back, tired as hell from our play training, and then tomorrow starts our real training because I asked the system to give us a training schedule like Master Roshi, and I gave a copy of it to Zeus when I was, on autopilot and stuff like that. But I didn't call him Zeus, I called him Grandpa. So Grandpa looked at the list for the food and stuff, and he could do all this stuff. He's like basically he's the Master Roshi of Dragon Ball Z. So he made use of this, but he didn't give us turtle shells on our backs. He gave us, full body, not suits, but full body chest armor, not armor, but chest weights, wrist weights, and ankle weights that can improve your gravity and the weight in them by 10 times the amount. So yeah, we're going to be training in a hellish level of training. But he won't use the gravity weighting on it, but he will use the regular weights so that we don't stun our growth. And me and Bell were just trying to. We were tired. We were doing a lot of push-ups and sit-ups, and his grandpa called us down for dinner. Bell looked at dinner like, "What is this?" It's meal that your adopted brother had sent a meal for us, so that way we can get you boys with more muscle and more meat on your bones, Bell, and him too. So, and then we're going to start a rigorous training regimen that you're going to start, and then and it's going to be ridiculously hard, but you kids will do it just fine. I know you can. Okay, Grandpa, whatever you say. And I started digging in my food because my Zenkai boost is going to kick in, but it will only kick in the stats that are development. And I'm not used to seeing my magic being blank in anything because I couldn't think of any magic skills to use, but the haki and stuff like that can go up. So, and my Zenkai boost is helping with my stats, but they're invisible to everybody else. And my muscles start to, heal themselves and bulge out, and not really, not like Goku bulge, but still bulge out like a Teen Gohan, or not Teen Gohan, but Kid Gohan style. So then Bell is starting to get a more adapted in his environment. So me and him start sparring, right? I taught him how to use ki, like not ki reading, but ki from Dragon Ball Z. Don't ask me how I knew how to do that. I just did. I'm not a Saiyan, or at least I don't think I am. I checked my status multiple times, so I don't know how ki is still here. I know I have ki reading, like I can read people's movements and stuff like that, like beforehand, and this is not the same as that. So I don't know how I taught Bell ki training, and that's how I was using my training too. I guess ki training could be used for anything really, but for some reason I had a feeling that I'm not like a regular person, but I already knew that. But my status still says I'm human. It doesn't make sense. There's no question mark. There's no nothing. It just says human. Or unless it's an illusion. I don't know. I'm not old enough to figure that out yet. So me and Bell got done with our rigorous training routine and being educated and all that good stuff. I am not stupid, and neither is Bell. Bell had way worse scores than I did, but I trumped him in many ways. Bell is not Goku, but Bell is very smart. Bell can be smart too. He just didn't know the answers right away. He was 5. I mean, like, come on. These answers have been accumulated over the years with me, so I knew the questions pretty well. So it took about, let's see here, 10 years would be the finishing point. So it took about um, 6 years. Me and Bella are both 11, and I've been getting a lot of presents from the gods, or from Kami every death day because of my infinite karma points, positive ones, mind you. Keep keep me making her happy for some reason. It always puts a smile on my face. Anyways, after everything that was said and done, me and Belle finally got to relax from training for 6 years now. We noticed that we started to bulk up a bit. Then I said to Belle, there's something I need to tell you. He's like, what? Um, it Get over here and let me look in your eyes. What? Shining on. Maneki was shining on. And then we just stared at each other, and then you're like, where are we? We're inside my mindscape, Belle. I want to show you someone you might want to like to see, especially since you haven't seen one like this before. You can come out now, old friend. This is my training partner and my loyal friend, Bahamut. He's like the dragon god of all dragons, one that has said to be superior in both chakra and ki, or not ki, chakra and magic. Yeah, that's him. How did you get the dragon sealed inside you? The dragon looked at me and he said, that I do not know myself. I was just sealed inside this boy one day after fighting a group of people that wanted my power to take the change in an ancient war. But since I was killed, I'm only sealed in the next person that gets killed. But this person is the only one that can. I managed to make me come out of my shell. He looks down at me again. Thank you, Master Raikaze. Raikaze, that's his real name, Raikaze Aleki. Yep, that's my name, Bo. Oh wow, I didn't know your name. You had a unique name. Well, that's cool, Raikaze. Now, if you excuse me, me and him have got some training to do. Go outside and don't tell Grandpa about this. Okay, Belle. Or okay, Rikaze, I meant to say. Oops, I messed up already. Oh. So, Rikaze, you ready for your chakra training today? I'll open my shining eyes. Hell yeah. So, me and Rikaze are doing a Chijutsu stance that he letting me use the dragon fist style, dragon, and then we're just going, we're just duking it out. He's like, man, you're a strong kid. Since you mastered your chakra to this extreme, you don't have any magic skills to know of, and you don't know any chakra moves unless if you leave here, it come to you. How about I teach you a move that will actually help you out in training and stuff, mentally and muscle memory. That would be actually a whole lot of help because I don't know how to control my chakra right now. That's awesome. It's called the Shadow Clone Jutsu. So since we're both linked, excuse me, since we're both linked together, how about I show you how it's done? I'm like, sorry. I'm like, sure, that'd be awesome. So he showed me the hand sign, and I'm like, okay, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Poof, hundreds, maybe thousands of them are all around me. I'm like, okay, now what? Change the mindscape to force and make them climb trees. All right, done. You hear them, clones? I got physical training to do. You get some mental and muscle memory. Got it, clones? Yes, sir. And they did chakra training in there. And yes, it will work the same in here in my mindscape and as well as my body. It's mental energy. It's muscle memory and chakra energy and everything like that. So it it's it's not how everybody else puts it. I'm putting it differently because chakra control, but the physical part is just physical muscle memory too. So when he's sparring with Bahamut, then he finally noticed that the Bahamut said, "You have enough chakra control to learn this now." And he starts breathing fire on the ground in a circle around me. Now, kid, I want you to eat that fire. Yeah, I'm like, why? This is going to help you unlock your mana and your chakra affinities. Because this is not just ordinary flames. This is flames that have all elements and has magic within them. And my stomach hurts. So yeah, that will help you out a lot. Sorry guys, I have to go. My stomach is killing me, and I will not be back for a while. Later. I gotta end it.